Hey Geminis, how's it going? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's page, what is up? My name is Amy. If you are returning, welcome back. Definitely a great message for the weekend of the 6th to the 8th. So with that, I'm just going to do these videos all separate, kind of something different for this week. But before I start your reading, so when I shuffle the deck, I literally 8 cards popped out. And usually I don't normally take that much of a message for the weekend, but I really felt like where Geminis are is, we're going through something right now. A lot of us are. And I feel like I was going to start off the reading just kind of talking about what I was feeling, what I was hearing, and then I will go in with the cards that I reshuffled eventually and then took the cards from there, and that will be your reading for the weekend. But I felt like the cards that did come out, they literally flew out. So there's definitely a message that needs to be heard, and I really feel like I'm going to do it. Okay, so what I'm hearing with the cards that did come out, I don't have them laid out, that this weekend you're going to be in this place where you're starting to really see people for who they are, Geminis. You're starting to cut ties with a lot of people, and I think I did tap on this for the September reading. It's being in this place where you are starting to let go of things that you can't hold on to anymore. You're being in this place of, you're walking away from people, and as hard as it is, I feel like mentally and spiritually, that's something that we have to do right now. I feel like there is nothing wrong with going into hermit mode and thinking about what it is that we need as individuals. You've been giving your energy to too many people. It's definitely coming through in that perspective. I feel like don't shut your friends and family out, though. There's a complete difference with needing that time and needing that space to find out who you are again, but don't shut people out. There's got to be at least one person in your life, Gemini, that you can talk to, that you can vent to. So that's what Spirit's coming through and saying. You may be in this mood for the weekend where it's like, what, I literally just want to sleep, or I literally just want to be alone. And that's fine. But if you're doing it because you're hurting, or if you're doing it because of depression, then it's like, find at least one person that you can talk to. Okay? The Tower moment is also here. Well, was another card that came through, and that's pretty much telling me that there's going to be some type of shakeup, some type of, realization is the word I'm hearing, that you need to let something be. So I don't know who that's for, but it's like you're in this place because what was that card? 7 of Swords was coming up as well. No, not 7 of Swords. That is coming up, yes, but I don't know what card it was. But it was the card that says you're in this place of really wanting to protect your heart, Gemini. You're really in this place of wanting to just guide your heart. Like, you don't want to just give it out to anyone anymore. You don't want to just give it to, so-and-so. It's like you're in this point of finally coming to the realization again that until you find the right person, you're okay being single. And I think that that's a really strong thing to be able to come to the conclusion for, or with, is that, for so long, some of us have done that. We haven't wanted to be alone. So we just keep putting ourselves into these relationships. And then when we get hurt, it's like, we're not learning the lessons. And I feel like for whoever this is for, you went through something and now you're like taking some much needed time for yourself, and you're really not backtracking, but you're really being in this element of wanting to be alone, to figure out who you are, to figure out your goals, to figure out your future. So, and you've been manifesting. I feel a lot of manifesting right now. And I feel like the thing is that manifesting is going to equal to results. So for those who are manifesting, for those who are doing meditation, it's definitely going to pan out for you guys. But in this very moment over the weekend, if you feel like you need to take a step back from the world, I strongly suggest you do that. I also heard some fast action movement coming through. So I feel like that's a text message from someone or a phone call, an email, something that you possibly could be waiting on. So that was coming out as well. But most of it was the fact that you guys are on an awakening, the fact that you're on some type of spiritual journey, and Spirit was kind of coming through. The last card that I saw was just not worrying too much about where you are in life right now. I feel like you are where you are because you're on this new cycle, this new beginning. So keep knowing that even though you don't understand what's going on right now, Geminis, like you will be okay. Like I said, there was like 8 cards. I don't know. So my throat's really acting up right now, which is talking about the throat chakra. So that means that someone needs to speak their truth. I don't know who that's for, but that was definitely coming up in the Gemini reading as well. I think it was, or another one. But guys, as we get into your reading, I just want to say, whatever you feel like you need to hold on to, Spirit's kind of coming through me right now and saying like, the things that you think that you need, you don't actually need. I think that you're just afraid of getting something, like having something come through. And it'd be amazing. It's just this sense of, I feel like you guys just want to belong. And I feel like a lot of you are on that spiritual journey that I was talking about, but then a lot of you are having a really hard time of letting go of something. But I feel like we don't have to worry anymore, Gemini. Okay? So moving into your weekend, we have the Page of Wands, 7 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like what this is saying is that you have to really sit down with yourself over this weekend and really ask yourself, where's my happiness? Like, what makes you happy, Gemini? What do you need out of life right now? What do you need from the universe? What do you need from Spirit to be happy? Because for so long, I don't think Geminis have been really happy. I feel like we've been going through a lot of stuff. I feel like there's people in your environment who you really need to be careful with. So who you're talking to, who you're venting. I feel like walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. Walk away from anything that doesn't uplift you. Walk away from anything that doesn't bring you happiness, that doesn't fulfill you. It's kind of putting yourself on a higher pedestal and saying, you know what? I've tried. I've given it my all, but when a situation is one-sided, you can't do it anymore. And that's what I'm feeling with the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is you just being in this place where you just continue to keep moving forward, going after things that you want, because everything that's happening to you guys right now is divinely guided. Everything that's happening to you, you're being protected. And that's what the Page of Pentacles is coming up saying. Like, some of us may feel like we're in shitty situations. Some of us just feel like we don't understand. Some of us feel like, kind of like the energy of like, why me? Why is this happening? Why can't I find love? Why can't I find happiness? And it's kind of like what you're putting out into the universe is exactly what you're going to put back.
You want to go for a shower now?
Yeah. So be in this place of realizing that like the higher up, God, the universe, they all have a plan for you. So over the weekend, it's about just letting what needs to come through and taking that much needed rest time, taking that much needed time for you. Okay. Because I know that some of you are waiting on some type of communication or you're waiting on an offer. And I do believe that offer and communication is going to come through. I don't know why, but every time I do the Gemini readings lately, my throat. But so that's kind of what I have for you guys for your overall message is that, you know what, walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. let spirit and the universe, let them do what they do well. Let things unfold the way they're supposed to. And I feel like the main goal, the ending goal, the main message right now for you Geminis for this weekend is just be you. Okay, just work on you, be alone, do what you need to do to make you happy, because that is, at the end of the day, the most important thing. Is that yes, there's things that you have to let go. Yes, there's things that you have to think about. Yes, you have choices, but it's already been mapped out for you. So it's about you keeping it real within yourself. All right. So with that, Gemini, I hope you guys have a safe, happy weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, Geminis.